cruel little punchline. The world doesn't play fair. It never did. And the ones who survive, they're the ones who stop pretending that it does. You're sitting there, drowning in memories haunted by their voices. The people who hurt you, the ones who made you feel small. They moved on, didn't they? They walked away like you were nothing. But you stayed, chained to the past, shackled by every word,
Give a
every
thumbs up.
betrayal.
Thumbs
And for
up.
what? A happy ending? A moment where they look back and regret it all? Let me tell you the truth. The only regret they'll ever have is if you stop being the weak, obedient little fool they always expected you to be. You spent your life waiting for an apology that will never come. A moment of justice that was never promised. But that's the thing about justice. It's not handed out like candy. It's taken, earned, delivered by the ones who refuse to be victims anymore. And right now, you have two choices. You either keep sitting there, hoping for something that will never come, or you stand up. You take what's yours. You make them remember your name. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not like them. I don't want revenge. I don't want to sink to their level. Cute. Real. Noble. But let me ask you something. Where did being the good guy get you? What did it earn you? Respect, loyalty, love? No, it got you used. It got you thrown aside the
Take
moment
your
they
big head.
found something, someone more convenient. You see, people don't care about good or bad. They care about strong and weak, the useful and the disposable. And they decided a long time ago that you were disposable. The moment you stop waiting, the second you stop expecting the world to fix itself for you, that's when things change. Because let me tell you something, kid. No one's coming to save you. No hero. No miracle. No justice served on a silver platter. It's just you and the choices you make. And right now, you've got one hell of a choice to make. I know you feel it. The anger, the pain, the fire burning in your gut. And you've spent your whole life trying to smother it, haven't you? Trying to be better. Trying to be nice. But let me ask you, where did all that kindness get you? Did it stop them from hurting you? Did it make them care? Number, it made them see you as weak, a toy to be played with, a pawn in their little game. Well, guess what? The game's over. The wait is over. It's time to settle the score. I don't care how many times they told you that you weren't good enough. I don't care how many nights you spent alone, screaming into the void, wondering why they never chose you. The truth is, they never even saw you. You were just a shadow in their world, a placeholder for something better. And now it's time to make them see. You don't get even by becoming them. No, that's too easy. You get even by becoming something they can never ignore, something they can never control. You take every single word they threw at you, every single scar they left, and you turn it into fuel. You rise from the ashes they buried you in, and you become something more. something unstoppable. And let me tell you, when you finally stop waiting, when you finally take control, the world is going to notice. Oh, they'll notice. They'll see you for the first time, and they'll regret every second they spent underestimating you. So, what's it gonna be? Another night waiting for a miracle? Or are you ready to show them exactly what happens when the forgotten refuse to be forgotten? You think they care about the pain they left you with? You think they lose sleep at night, haunted by the things they did to you? Let me paint you a picture, kid, while you're lying there, staring at the ceiling, drowning in the memories of what they said, what they did. They're out there laughing, smiling, moving on like nothing ever happened. Because to them you were never more than a passing moment, a flicker of something insignificant. You were just a body in the background of their story. And you made the mistake of thinking they saw you, that they valued you, that you mattered. But here's the truth. If you mattered, you wouldn't be sitting here, waiting for something that will never come. I know what you feel, that quiet, creeping rage, that deep, hollow ache inside you. You've swallowed it for so long, tried to silence it, tried to pretend it wasn't there. But it's there. It's always been there. And it's hungry. It's clawing at you, whispering, reminding you of every moment they made you feel like nothing. But instead of feeding it, instead of letting it become the fire that makes you rise, you've been drowning it in excuses. Maybe they didn't mean it. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe one day they'll realize. No more maybes. No more waiting. No more hoping for ghosts to come knocking at your door with apologies they never intended to give. They are not coming back. They are not sorry. They never were. And the joke? The cruel little punchline. You've been punishing yourself for their mistakes, carrying the weight of their choices like it was your burden to bear. Every sleepless night, every doubt, every self-hating thought, it was never yours to hold, but they left it with you, didn't they? Like cowards, like thieves in the night, they took what they wanted and left you with the wreckage. And you stood there sifting through the ruins, trying to make sense of it all, trying to find the why. Here's the why. Because they could. Because they knew you'd take it. Because they knew you'd keep bleeding long after they walked away. And that is what ends today. No more waiting. No more wishing. No more carrying the weight of people who never deserved a second thought. You think I don't know what it's like to be left behind, to be broken, to be turned into a joke in someone else's story? Oh, I know. I know better than most. But the difference between you and me? I didn't wait. I didn't sit around hoping the world would wake up and hand me justice. I took it. I carved it into the bones of the people who thought they could write me off. And now they remember my name. That's what you need to do. Not with violence. No. That's too easy. That's what they'd expect. No. You make them regret underestimating you by becoming something greater than they ever imagined. You take all of that pain, all of that anger, and you forge it into something they can never touch again. You build yourself into something untouchable, something undeniable, something that stands so tall, so powerful, that when they hear your name, they feel the sting of every mistake they ever made. But first, you have to wake up. You have to see the world for what it really is. No more fairy tales. No more fantasies where everything falls into place and everyone gets what they deserve. That's not how it works. The only people who get what they deserve are the ones who refuse to accept anything less. And you've been accepting scraps. You've been letting the world feed you lies.
Tigger's big
Letting
humpback.
people walk all over you, hoping that one day they'll see your worth. They won't. Not until you make them. Let me tell you something about people. They don't respect kindness. They respect power. They
Get away.
respect presence. They respect the ones who don't flinch
Big head.
when the world throws its worst at them.
Large tail. Look like a big raptor walking
The
by.
ones who always say yes.
Okay, guys, how you doing? Therapy. LOL later.